welcome to Black Link Magazine. I'm your girl, Marva B, and I'm so excited to be here. I am the CEO, founder, chief editor of Black Link Magazine, and we have a special guest here today. So I'm just going to allow him to introduce himself to the world.
Hey, how you doing? It's Trub, aka the Iron Shelf, right here. Happy to be here with Black Link. You know what I mean?
Well,
Excited.
Yes, we are excited too. So welcome aboard. We're excited to also have you in the magazine that is going to drop on July 31st. So you guys get out and get your copy on the 31st.
Go get that, July 31st.
So Trub, let's talk about it. First of all, I want to introduce to the world that you are connected to DJ Kurupt.
That's correct.
Yes, and that is how we got connected with this interview. So go ahead and tell us about that relationship.
Oh, I've been on Kurupt over, say about 10 years almost now. We met, I had released a mixtape, one of my earlier mixtapes, and he ended up catching whiff of it. It was called The Recipe. He ended up catching whiff of it on live mixtapes. He ran into it, and he reached out to me, and it was a blessing, and talking to him, and then he told me, he believed in my talent and thought I had a lot of great potential. And from there, we just kept, building the relationship over the years and just working together. And it's family. So, it's just been great. Yeah, it turned into just really a dynasty with both of us, continuing to build an empire and continuing to, he's continuing to watch me grow musically. And just his belief and push and seeing me just raise that bar and raise that stature. And he's just consistently pushing me. And he's behind the whole machine. He's the coach. He's like, do this, do that. So he's the coach of everything. So it's been great, man. Kurupt's so positive. He's always giving that good energy every day. So it's very motivating.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to interview him as well just a couple of days ago, and it was very positive. Loved the interview. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but we did get a chance to interview him as well, and so we love him, and so we're excited about you guys and your journey as well. Yeah, let's talk about Trub. So growing up, where are you from? How was life growing up, and what was it that compelled you to get into the music industry?
Really, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, born in Alexandria, Virginia, but raised in Memphis, and it was great. You got your Memphis tough, so it's a city where you gotta get it out the mud, get it out the hard way, but it prepares you for the game. And I played sports. My dad was my coach, so I played basketball. Learn, from there you learn leadership, teamwork, everything. And translating that over too as well. And then from there, getting into music. I got into music when I was younger. My grandmother bought me a karaoke machine, so I started rapping when I was in Arkansas. And then from there, I went, when I got back, in Memphis, I just kept, going at it. Got in the studio. My homie Insane, he took me to meet a producer named Richard Enigma Harvey, and from there, I just kind of kept at it, kept going at it, but he kind of opened my ear up to be into the crossover. So I got into like Busta Rhymes, Eminem, all those cats. And then when I moved to LA, I really got into Wayne. And then from there, just transcended. And I developed that skill. I wanted to be great. So I just kept, recording. And I kept pushing myself every day because it's all about what you want. You aim for what you want. So I just kept putting in the work, made the proper sacrifices. So, it worked out.
Yeah, I like that because a lot of times when, especially the younger, and I always say this on all my interviews, the younger generation is trying to get into the business, now they can be streaming and they can go online and it's like, I'm gonna be a star overnight. But really, you have all the social media platforms and stuff. Auntie Jackie always says that, you can do the new school, but you got to have some old school flavor in it, because back in the day, you had to work for what you wanted. So how long was it until when you knew you wanted to do music, up until like it took you how many years to get where you are today and to run across Kurupt and all these things?
And you know what? I would say about a good 15, almost 10, 15, right in that window, about 12. I say right there in that window, because, when you, it's so many rappers, so many artists, and, so many people. So, you really got to have faith, and you got to just really believe in your craft and make the best music. I always knew if I kept making the best music, the right people going to come in my circle. So I knew that. So that's what I just focus on. And that's how it really failed. Because that's how Kurupt, man, because he heard the music. So, you know, it's just I stayed focused on that, locked into that. And that's always been my belief. And I told my producer that, my brother, Marcus, is like, you know, look, if we keep making the best music, you know, it's gonna turn for us and it's gonna turn great. You know, we just got to continue to make the best music, stay positive, don't hate on others, you know, and keep God first and keep going, you know, keep pushing. And you know, and so that's really the biggest thing. But about that window, I say about 10 to 15 between that world of 12. And I met Kurupt in between there, and all the other, you know, connections that's been coming along, that's been part of this family. We talk about Swamp Izzo and other people that's been coming along the way. It's just been great, you know, building a good team.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, what do you have going on today? Like, what are you guys working on today?
Oh man, right now we so excited about my new video. What, you know, thank everybody, Trub Nation. We just hit 1 million yesterday, so on a million views. So it's just exciting to see how the fans, see everybody enjoying it like that. I'm, you know, just too grateful. But yeah, I mean, we're definitely, we just excited right now. We, you know, celebrating that, consistently pushing.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm just finishing up the EP, 4 courses, getting ready to put that out. Got 2 video shoots coming up. Me and Kurupt actually doing an interview we got coming up together that we're doing personally. It's a personal thing that we're doing, kind of like, you know, letting the world know what's up. And me, Kurupt and Marcus, and we're gonna be talking about 4 courses and stuff like that. You know, talking about the EP. So I'm gonna really give a detail while I'm in the studio. You know, so people that actually see
Wow. Yeah.
how you know what made us put that project together and everything. Talk about it in detail, but. Got, you know, get ready for the next singles and get ready for 4 courses. That's what we're prepping for right now. That's what's in the works right now. And it's incredible.
That's right. I like the consistency because, again, yeah, I might want it really bad, but if I'm not working towards it
That's right.
every day, I'm
Every
doing
day.
something. So
Yes, ma'am.
if someone asks you, independent or try to get a label, what's your response?
Try to get a label coming out the gate, because you need independent. If you really don't have a big, I say a big backer or something like that, you know, a budget behind you, then you want to get the label. I still think you still want to get it. I've been blessed to be able to kind of dib and dab with it, because I've had situations where I did, you know, done it independently, then I, you know, had some distribution with labels, stuff like that. And so it's kind of turned the corner for me. But at the end of the day, you still want to start with the label. I think it's still good to start with a label, because their platforms are just stuff you cannot reach independently, that you're gonna need in order to transcend you to be where you need to be. Now, once you get that established, then you can go, you know, independent, do what you want to do then, because, you know, you commercially already have a name. But to get that household name, you want to bring that partner in, and that can put you on a bigger platform that you can put yourself, because there's a lot of politics in it, just like any other thing in the entertainment business. It's just, you know, it's stuff that you got to be able to have, the relationships that they have that you got to be able to have, you got to be able to make for yourself. So you need to get in that door, you know, and you know, roll some elbows, see what's up, get some connections, network, and then from there you can branch off and build your own empire.
They talk about how the business can be, you know, a little tough, and that they're not
That's
fair,
right.
and they
That's
can
right.
take advantage of you. What are you
That's
giving?
right.
What advice are you giving to these up and coming artists that are aspiring to be the greatest?
Honestly, I would tell them definitely, for inspiring artists, to build your team. Make sure you have your, you know, your business together first. Look at all your business. Make sure you understand the business, know what you're getting into. Look at everything. It took me learning from that, a lot of mistakes, because you're gonna have mistakes in this business and stuff. Your mistakes is gonna come your way that you gotta learn from. So I would say lay out all those things. Look at all the business. Make sure you understand the business side of it, because without that, you ain't gonna survive in the music business. You know, the music is a music business, so you got to be able to have that. Your music ain't gonna do what you think it's gonna do if you don't have that together. So I would say lay that out. Look at your team. Make sure you got good people around you, because, like I said, it's so many savage people in this game that you got to deal with, between promoters. It might be DJ, you know, telling. It might be A&Rs. It's people that savage people that you might have to run into, that you got to be able to have a good system with you, a good team, a good, you know, people with you that, you know, that can help you conquer those things when you run into them. So I would say that, look at your team, make sure you got a good team around you, and then from there, like I said, you keep God first and just keep working hard, and just understand that no matter if something works, whether it's a song you think that you were so high on, if it don't work, get ready for the next one. Don't quit. Keep working. Keep going at it. Don't stop just because you think something didn't work, because the next one might be the one to change your life. So just keep going at it. Don't stop.
Awesome advice. Great advice. And it's just the truth. And what you've done is you just confirmed everything everybody else that said has come on before you. And I'll tell you, the reason that I ask these questions and I have you guys on is because I want them to get it. Because too often do people get it, like yourself and Kurupt and Amadeus, people that I've had on, they've experienced where they didn't know the business and then they had to pay the price, but it was a learning. And if we can help somebody avoid that before they get that, that's why we have questions and have you on. So thank you for that good advice. Yeah. And I also like keep God first. I'm a believer. And I don't like to push it out on people, but I'm not ashamed of it. And I believe that when you put him first, he'll protect you from those things. But he also gives us 5 senses. Go know your business. Take care of your business.
Exactly.
Whenever you are preparing to, you mastered, you got the song together and you're ready to go out and market that. How do you create an environment, or how do you create your opportunities to get out and market your work before it even is released?
We set up, I get with like Kurupt. You gotta get with somebody that knows that side in terms of the marketing, like the marketing genius. That's what he is. And then pretty much prep a rollout. So if you know this what your song is, then lay out everything. Okay, this I'm in the DJs. We're gonna hit the DJs this week. We're gonna do billboards this week. We're gonna do this week. We're gonna make sure we got Facebook. Do we have Instagram? You make sure you have it all laid out. Get it typed up black and white so you can see it. Make sure your team can see it, and you got it laid out, and you got it structured. And pretty much have a plan, a POA, a plan of action, and then from there you just attack it one by one. So you won't miss nothing. Just check them off as you're doing them. And you make sure that when you look and then have a meeting, I would say at least once a week with your team, make sure y'all see how y'all did that week. Y'all drop the ball on anything. Make sure you can pick it up next week. And then from there, you'll be able to have it all structured out for the month. And you can have a dominant month as long as you captured everything. And if you look at everything, you did a good job, hey, you're going to win.
Yeah, I like that. Planning and having processes in place.
That's it.
You don't have a plan, you're just going to get out there, you're sure to fail. You got
Exactly. You're just going to be throwing stuff out there.
Yeah, I like that. What advice, how do you tell somebody or how do you advise someone about getting a team together? Because at the end of the day, it's got to be people that you trust. And maybe your family ain't into music. Maybe that's not them. How do you tell somebody that just don't have nobody, but is trying to build a team, and you got to have somebody you trust? What is your advice?
That's right. I would say, look at, like you said, because like you said, it's family, but I would say, as you're working, because that you can't force that. You got to just look and see of the people that you network with or you talk to, whether it's a friend. It could be somebody you might be throwing boxes at FedEx, and it might be a person that's throwing boxes with you that he might really believe in your music, and he might be, he might not be afraid to talk to people, network with him, like, hey man, I would love you to be a part of the team, when we seem like we got pretty cool just throwing boxes, you might could go out with me to this event and, pass out some digital download cards to DJs. And I'd be like, sure, I really like your music, and then therefore you just constantly add those pieces and stay loyal to them and make sure you treat them with respect. And then from there, it'll build up. You got to, it's definitely something you can't rush, can't give it time. That's what I did. And then, like I said, if it is family that really believes in you, no matter what it is, still, bring them in. Don't be afraid to bring them in, and don't treat them bad. Treat everybody with respect. Don't treat nobody bad. Don't make nobody feel below you or less than you. Make sure you treat everybody even keel, and from there, it's gonna start to grow. And you look around, and then make sure you got somebody to fill every slot of what you need, and you're gonna be fine. I got my DJ. I got promoter. I got this. I got this assistant. I got this. Just line up your good team, and then from there you're gonna look around and be like, okay, I'm good. And then you'll know everybody's solid too, because you knew them before, you already networked with them and you had talked to them before you even brought music to them. Like I said, just somebody you throwing boxing with, they had no idea. So it's just like, okay, it worked out. You already had a relationship with them before you even did music.
I love that. That's good. That's amazing. Because people don't know, you know, you can have some really close friends that you really don't trust, but maybe it was that you work with at FedEx, you know. So I like that. I love that. This is really good information because I'm telling you, I have an 18-year-old and I tell everybody that's trying to get in the business, but I'm just like, I got to know the business myself because I'm a mama bear and I don't want somebody to be taking advantage of my son, right? But he has to learn that business as well. And so when I present these interviews to him, it's always some great gems that you guys are dropping. So thank you for those gems that he can learn from and that he can share with the next person. We appreciate that.
Very welcome. Very welcome.
So anyway, I just want to thank you so much for your time, for being here. Black Link Magazine.
Man, Black Link.
Yes. And we support you guys to the fullest. We support DJ Kurupt. We support what you have going on. We will be following you and we will be supporting and posting you all on our website and everything because we want everybody to win that you know wants to win.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So with that said, tell everybody where they can find you.
Yes, ma'am. You can find me everywhere at Trubchef. That's at Trubchef. That's all platforms everywhere at Trubchef. I don't separate it because I don't like to mix stuff up. You know, one thing is this, one thing is that. Everything at Trubchef, so it's all in the line. So that's Trubchef, one word. Stand for Trub, aka the Iron Chef.
Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much. Again,
thank you so much.
Go find at Trubchef. Go hit like. Go subscribe to anything that he has. Let's follow our brother. Let's wish him the best. You guys, we're gonna get out of here for now. Remember, respect yourself and respect others. God bless you. Thank you.
God bless you.